Here we go. Like I said in the first video earlier, obviously, that Xbox has game, has Call of Duty Black Ops in cloud gaming, and Modern Warfare 3 in cloud gaming, and also Warzone in cloud gaming. That's a right for Sony right there. Not only that, they have an Xbox mobile store. Um, as of November 4th, you'll be able to buy games. If you got Game Pass on, you'll be able to get the game for the discounts. The Xbox mobile store on the Xbox app. So, um, yeah, I mean, Sony's in trouble, guys. I mean, no joke. It's not looking good for Sony right now. They had all these layoffs. No, a lot of Sony fanboys hate me right now, but they can bite me right now. They can bite me right now. Count 92, pun intended, pun intended. Count 92, pun intended, pun intended. They can bite me right now. They can bite me right now. I told them all the while I make the Sony return. The Sony still too much turmoil. Because, like I said, Sony doesn't have the first parties. Oh, guys, be right back. Give me a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just had to put the arrow on for my on to put the arrow on, obviously. But anyways, Sony doesn't have the first parties. And without that, knowing that Microsoft owns ABK now, and they put 3 of their Call of Duties on cloud gaming now, and I think they're gonna do that for the rest of the Call of Duties. And if they do that, that's a right for Sony right there. That's a right for Sony right there, because with them putting the mobile store, Xbox mobile store, you'll be able to buy these games that are also gonna be part of cloud gaming soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they add the whole slate. Because if they did add the whole slate of games, I don't know, not say if they did, but if they did, there'd be no point of Xbox console pretty much if they had the whole slate of Game Pass games to Game Pass Ultimate, you know? But I don't think they're gonna do that anytime. But you never rolled out, you never rolled out. But anyways, like I was saying, obviously, about the first parties, Sony's in trouble. And I mean more trouble than you think, because Herman Holtz and the agency that he's working with currently, that Rokas and I hired currently, knowing that Rokas and I hired two different CEOs, obviously Herman Holtz and the agent CEO, obviously. It's not helping y'all cause, because he's poured most of y'all games to PC. Not only that, he's only making these second party and third party games, and he had all these state up, and then Sony had all these state in plays, obviously, because they didn't have no showcases yet, and it's almost the end of the year, not no showcases yet still. So I know, not saying no names, but I know if my family member that's in this house currently sees that those Call of Duty games are on Game Pass Ultimate, he ain't gonna be happy about that. Because I told my cousin that's not here, I was like, you don't involve your studios. You don't support the devs, you don't support the exclusive, as they say, the exclusives. Which damn exclusivity BS. But anyways, if you did, you would not have been going through me and John and your mom and anybody else to get games, pretty much. You basically been relying on me, pretty much, which is not good. Basically using me for my kindness, pretty much. No, you haven't been buying the games, pretty much. But anyways, so like I said, because now that I have now I have a different Xbox account now. Now that I was able to reinstate my other one, obviously. It's down to that one. That was at for her 48.59. But anyways, so it doesn't have the first part. And I've been telling my cousin, I've been telling them, I've been telling everybody that's a fanboy, obviously. Sony doesn't have the first parties, and without those first parties, Sony's in trouble. Sony's in trouble. and they had all those well, and they lost almost $6 billion in money, as far as money lost, as far as games. They canceled a lot of games, including games as a service, pretty much. They ported most of the games to PC, which is their way of trying to get most of their money they lost back from the $6 billion they lost back, pretty much. It's not gonna be easy to Sony to recover, because Sony, I said to my uncle a while ago, what if Sony copied the Fire TV so far as the games for? What if they copied that? I said, well, my uncle said, well, if that's the case, then there's no point for a Sony console. That's what he said. But anyways, that's what he said out of his mouth. But anyways, Sony's been copying for his entire lifetime, pretty much. They haven't been great when it comes to their memberships. They've been copying. Only because Game Pass Ultimate was there first. If it was for Game Pass Ultimate, my PlayStation Plus Premium never became to be. So, like I said, it's been a journey, obviously. So if I get Sony back, guys, it's gonna be a long while. If I get Sony back, I mean a long, long while. This is getting way out of hand right now. Nobody's talking about these console wars. I was the only one that has all the reliable sources. All three of my YouTube account, the Xbox sources, the PlayStation sources, the other gaming sources, and etc., etc. And the data channels follows me following the data. The evolution of technology as a whole, and the other data talks about real life stuff. But anyways, like I said, Sony's in trouble. They lost over $6 billion in revenue due to Concord flopping. Also, it's just nothing good for Sony, guys. And they want to tell you, I said, well, that's how much that change they want to as well. Because Sony don't have the first parts and they don't have the Samurai games. What is it you do? I got every Samurai game on. So I said, well, yeah, Ghost of YouTube, but that's not that's not a first party. A second party called SIE. It's only first party because it's RPG, yes, but it's technically the second party because SIE game. They don't have the true first parties. Shingo Shadow, that was a true first party. Falls the Samurai game. And Portal, that was the first party. All the Call of Duty, including the OG one, those were the first party that Microsoft took away. Including Candy Crush as well. I'm doing I said, well, you need to get someone to smoke right now. I've been getting Microsoft to smoke too, doing all this as well, but you need to get someone to smoke right now because Herman posting y'all agency is not helping y'all cause, man. They're really not. They're really not. They're making worse for y'all right now. Because ever since Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out, they still haven't had the first parties yet. And I told you no first parties until May. I told them on the any Sony fanboy, including that's my cousin too as well. They don't got no first parties until May. And I told people this. A lot of fanboys hate me right now. D1 is not one of them, thank goodness. But my cousin hates me right now because I really ruined the console one. I ruined all day and I ruined all day. But anyways, I had the reliable sources to roast him. I do. But anyways, like I said, because now they're adding the Xbox mobile store to cloud gaming and adding YouTube and Twitch and potentially Steam, the cloud gaming. That's a wrap for Sony right there because then all these features including the Xbox account switch as well. So if you're not logged in, obviously switch to one account to another. But anyways, like I said, Sony don't have the first parties, guys. This is not looking good for Sony right now. It's gonna be the end of Sony as we know it. All they've been doing is copying since 2014. That's all they've been doing, copying this, copying that, copying this, copying that, and etc., etc. They haven't been creative. They've been too innovative. They're not supporting the devs. They're not supporting the studios. All 37 studios in particular. I know that Ubisoft is down too. I know that I love playing Monopoly plus Monopoly deal, man. I really do. And I probably had to buy those games on Microsoft as well. Once they had the Xbox Mobile Store as of November 4th, anyways. So like I said, Sony's in deep, guys, no joke. And I'm being brutally honest about this of Air Earth right now. Because I told my cousin we need to talk about this because he had 2 years to talk about this. He had last year to talk about this and he had this year to talk, in almost 2025 now. He still has yet to talk about it. And I think I know why he hasn't talked about it, because the APK deal went through. He didn't expect it to go through. And he expect me to investigate as far as me watching that court case. But I know I was watching that court case entirely on YouTube pretty much. And that was a wrap right there, because Jim Ryan was lying too much. And his associate that he's working with too was not helping the cause. It was only making matters worse. So like I said, God, this is not looking good for Sony. This is not looking good for Sony right now. So like I said, when it comes to those first parts, there's no first parts until May. If you was watching this whole video, pretty much, you really like on the video, obviously, share it out pretty much. As long as you give me credit for it, pretty much. I don't care if you share it, as long as you give me credit for it, pretty much. I made a lot of content this year. I made a lot of shorts on Raiders Power 8 and Raiders Power 8. Nickname underrated. Ask for Sony Forever. Ask for Sony Podcast nickname underrated as well. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Like I was saying, because without the first parties for Sony, without no showcase, and it might not be no showcase going into next year. So like I said, it's not looking good for Sony, guys. It's not looking good for Sony. No first parties until May. Jim Ryan's been gone for almost a whole year. Almost a whole year now. Almost 8 months now. That's in November, obviously. Like I said, a lot of fanboys hate me right now. They can bite me right now. But anyways. So like I was saying, Sony needs to do better, because Sony's in turmoil right now. Bungie is in shambles. Marathon's in shambles. Some of their studios are starting to shut down because of a lot of layoffs too as well. And I hope Ubisoft doesn't do the same, because if they do the same, man, that would not be good for Ubisoft. No, they just made this game Monopoly. The Google Play version game Monopoly on Sony most recently that came out last month. Monopoly, Google Play version of the game. I might buy that on Microsoft. I might buy that in Monopoly Plus so I can finish those as well. But anyways, like I said, it's not looking good for Sony right now, guys. It's not looking good for Sony, as we know it. It could be the end of Sony as we know it. Because Sony had the first parties. They didn't show no showcases this year. They showed 4 state of plays. And all those state of plays were dogs. They showed only second party and third party games. And the shoot 'em ups and the beat 'em ups. And the typical rage quitting fighting games and wrestling games and basketball and etc. But anyways, like I said, guys, Sony's in trouble. They don't got nothing coming, pretty much. Other than Wolverine and Spider-Man 3, but they're splitting that into 3 parts. I don't know why they're splitting that game into 3 parts. I know they're going to charge a lot for that disc, but anyways, the physical disc, but anyways. Like I said, Sony's in trouble, guys. Sony's in trouble. This could be the end of Sony, guys. I mean, no joke. You know, the PS5 Pro is about to come out November 7th, obviously. PS5 Pro is discless. And like I said, only the hardcore will buy it. Only the hardcore will buy it if they can afford it, though. And nobody can afford it right now. So like I said, guys, Sony's in trouble. I mean, so much trouble. They had no first parties this year. They had 4 state of play. All 4 of the state plays were dogs. Microsoft showcase was better than Sony's. Hell, even their partner preview, both of their showcases, I think the showcase for Microsoft was better than the partner, but the partner preview was not that far off. It was both of their showcases were better than Sony's. As far as the state of play, Sony's state of play sucked this year. It's probably the worst they've done for a state of play since they came with that back in 2013, 2014 as well. So like I said, guys, this is the end of Sony as we know it. They don't got the first parties until May. They don't have nothing other than Wolverine, Tekken 9, Tekken Tag Team Tournament 3, the typical basketball 2K games. I already know it's going to be on the Hall of Fame curve. You don't have to ask me. I already know it's on the Hall of Fame curve. But the NBA 2, that's going to be the Dikembe Mutombo, since he did die from brain cancer most recently. Too bad that he died from that, unfortunately. But I already know who's on the Hall of Fame for NBA 2K26. That's going to be Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin, and most likely Dikembe Mutombo. As far as Replay for the whole thing for 2025. That cover for the whole thing, pretty much. So like I said, guys, it's not looking good for Sony. Microsoft's won the console war. Even though their hardware hasn't sold as much out, I know Demon's going to bring that up too, but the hardware hasn't sold as much, guys. I said, well, Sony's hardware hasn't sold as much either. They lost, if you're forgetting, they've been losing money for anybody that's gotten a PS5 console because of the software. Mainly, they've been losing money because of the software, not the hardware. A little bit of both as far as the software and the hardware, but mainly the software. Microsoft's losing money as far as the console because of the software. But the apps that's on that particular console in particular. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, that's how much I changed it a lot because me being on Microsoft makes more sense to me as far as playing the cross platforms, and because Microsoft has all the first parties. They have all the second parties, third parties, and they showed a lot of third parties this year, and they showed all the second parties and first parties this year. They had two, the partner period and the showcase, and both shows were fantastic. So like I said, Sony's in trouble, guys. No joke. I know a lot of people think I'm hating on PS5. I'm not hating on PS5. I hate the people that's working with PS5 current Herman Host and the agency that's working currently. I hate the work with Tanaki right now. Because he even said they don't got the IPs. And he knows that. And they got this PlayStation concert coming up. You know they're going to charge almost $800 for tickets to go to the PlayStation concert. Man, that's not fair. And based on what On Point for Gamers said, they said they was going to charge $800 for the tickets. And I said, no way, no way. For a PlayStation concert, they had some of the greatest gaming music of all time. No way they're going to charge $800 for actual ticket to go to a PlayStation concert. That's later on this year, honestly. I think before the years out, the PlayStation concert later on this year. That's if anybody goes to it. That's very unlikely. Very unlikely. Because just a console, it's just a concert talking about some of the greatest gaming music of all time. And they're just playing it pretty much. But anyways, so like I said, guys, this could be the end of Sony if they're not careful right now. Okay, what you wish for Sony and Apple right now? Everyone that has Apple right now. Because that evolution technology is starting to go up price-wise, and it's not helping because of inflation. So like I said, guys, if you like more rambles and rants about the console wars and sport wars, make sure you like, share the video out, obviously, as long as you give me credit for watching. Make sure you follow me on Raiders Power 8. Raiders Power 8, nickname under it. Make sure you follow me on, and subscribe to me on Raiders Power 8, Raiders Power 8, nickname under it. For Hutch 6, the video, the channel I'm streaming on currently was Royal Hutch podcast nickname under it as well, as for Sunday Fiber. And that's for Sony Fiber podcast nickname under it too. I've made a lot of shorts this year as well. So like I said, guys, but anyways, if you follow me on all three of my YouTube accounts, like I said, to be back to the topic of him, like I said, Sony doesn't have the first parties. And without those first parties, Sony's in trouble. Sony's in trouble. Marathons is in shambles. Bungie's in shambles. And they got this PlayStation concert where they're going to charge almost $1,000 for a ticket to even go to a PlayStation concert. What? I don't get that. But anyways. So like I said, guys, this could be the end of Sony as we know it. That's what's good for Sony right now. Sony's in turmoil right now. But most of the people are still on PS4 right now. A lot of people didn't upgrade. Either they had the money to upgrade, because they said no, or they just chose to go to PC instead. Instead of their PS4 still. A lot of people stay at their PS4 still. Well, the models said the PS4 is dead, Carl. I said, no, that's not true. More than half my friends on PSN, all three of my PSN accounts, still on their PS4s, currently more than half of them. And you know they probably got the PS5. I'm not saying all my friends got the PS5. Some of them do, some of them don't. More than half my friends had played on PC. Three of my friends I just told you in my previous videos on PC right now. So yeah. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. For more rants about the console wars, follow me on Instagram, add me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook as well. Follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook. Subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube as well. If you like my rants about the console wars, rambles and rants about the console wars, come to my YouTube channel. I'll give you the smoke of air and earth all day, guys, as well. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. Make sure you follow me on Facebook as well. Add me on Facebook as well. Make sure you add me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Add me on TikTok, Lemon Queen 4. as well. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That'll be legend too. Hutcher Konami, show me women and cops on that one as well. The merch meta and Instagram on that one as well. Subscribe to me on YouTube, Braves Power 8, Braves Power 8 nickname 100. Royal Hutch 6, Royal Hutch Podcast nickname 100 as well. On the channel I'm streaming on currently that I got my subscribers on currently. And that's what for the Sony Forever, that's what for the Sony Podcast as well. Yeah, this is all, but also make sure to follow me on Messenger as well, Facebook Messenger as well, add me on Facebook Messenger as well. Yeah, this is